We all have a different path, a unique route intersecting countless others as we move along our own course through life. As we share the road with those we meet along the way, our individual stories momentarily become the same story, creating a common path that enhances each other's stories. Sometimes they are simple, everyday meetings. Other times, our paths cross under extraordinary circumstances, leaving lasting impacts. For example, in 1983, 198 cyclists gathered together to ride 106 miles around the perimeter of Tucson, Arizona. While they didn't realize it at the time, they played an important role in the development of the event that would become America's largest perimeter bicycling event, Arizona's largest cycling event, and one of the most renowned events in the nation, El Tour de Tucson. Founded by Richard DeBernardis, Tucson Medical Center's El Tour de Tucson, presented by Casino del Sol Resort, is an event that not only represents Tucson and Pima County, but all of America's cycling community as well. With a full spectrum of riders, from professional cyclists to children just learning to ride, El Tour truly is an event for cyclists of all ages and abilities. Today, more than 8,000 people participate in 4 event distances and 3 kids fun rides from a quarter mile up to 104 miles. Whether it's to raise money for a worthy cause, ride in honor of someone who can't, or simply go for a bike ride around Tucson and experience the profound physical and mental health benefits, everyone rides along with their story. My own El Tour story started almost 30 years ago when I participated in the event as a 12-year-old cyclist. It was my first organized bike ride and one that would have a profound impact on the rest of my life. And while a lot has changed since 1987, the one thing that remains consistent is how every person I've met through El Tour has a story that's fascinating, meaningful, and often inspirational. I'm very proud to be able to share some of those stories with you. On behalf of Community Partners, Inc., I proudly present Tucson Medical Center's El Tour de Tucson, presented by Casino del Sol Resort. Your path, your story.
One of the things that we found in serving our population is that while we really are focusing on their mental illnesses and substance use disorders, the physical aspects of their health are equally important. So when we had the opportunity to kind of jump in with El Tour, it was a perfect fit. The blend of looking at cycling as a physical activity that really is focusing on health and wellness with the kinds of things that we do and put it together in a more holistic way.
We truly believe in the mission and commitment of El Tour. For 32 years, El Tour has been a significant community player by offering health and wellness as their mission. Cycling through the pursuit of wellness aligns well with Community Partners' mission, which is also focused on wellness and health. We know that persons who struggle with behavioral health issues also often have chronic medical issues. And because of that, we too focus on the health and wellness. So our missions truly align, and it made sense for us to continue to support El Tour as a sponsor.
My path, my story. We all ride the same road.
It's the journey to getting here, Some of us have lost hundreds of pounds.
I ride and I run for fitness.
Lisa Baker she has MS. And I got to thinking, well, if she has MS and she rides these 150-mile bike rides, why can't I?
The paths that some of our friends have followed in breast cancer. And, so it means to me, helping them through that path, go through that path, and hopefully preventing others from going down that path in the future.
I actually got really sick when I was young, and I moved to rowing and then got injured, got on the bike for cross training and never got off. I turned pro at 18 and I've been riding ever since.
It's just overcoming, quitting smoking, a healthier lifestyle, and having fun with a bunch of great people.
In general, cycling is a very personal experience for people.
And I
started riding a long time ago. Nancy just joined with me, my wife did. So that was a big change because now I have to kind of look at what I'm doing in terms of how she sees it, not just how I see it. So that's kind of fun.
It was pretty incredible. My goal was to PR, and I definitely did that.
I'm originally from Ireland, but I'm from Tucson, and I just said it's been one of my things I wanted to get done is riding the tour.
Cycling has changed my life. For me, it's therapeutic, a form of, physical activity, but also socialization.
Everybody can do it with a little bit of training. Everybody can do it.
We rode 1 5-mile, like 3 10 miles, a bunch of 15s, then 2 25s, and then a 55, which is this one.
I feel I'm very proud that I could do the 75.
And I've done other little tour rides and stuff. I just enjoy it. You got to keep moving to keep healthy.
To me, it means I'm very, very fortunate to be able to do the things I can do at my age.
69 going on 70. I just started back on a bike about 6 months ago, and now I'm doing 104-mile cycling. And at my age, I feel pretty good about it. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it.
Out here today riding with my dad, doing our first group ride together.
I'm afraid one of these days I'll have to stop, but I'm not going to and I'll have to.
The path to El Tour begins by striving for excellence. Long before ride day, the organizers work to bring the safest and most organized event for their cyclists. This means working closely throughout the year with the City of Tucson, Pima County, and the surrounding communities.
It's kind of a chance for the city to show off, what we have to offer as far as cycling, and invite as many people as we can from across the country and probably throughout the world to come see Tucson.
The way they set everything up, they really make the bikers feel safe, and the support we get on the side, on the roadside, it just is, it just re-energizes us.
How it's organized, I think it's ran pretty professional.
All the helpers and the authorities, the officers out there, it was a great day.
This also includes building a temporary bridge to give cyclists an option when the usually dry and sandy Sabino Creek crossing suddenly has 6 inches of running water.
Richard, the bridge was great.
The bridge was phenomenal. It was exactly as you said. The house was a little in the way, so if you can move it a little further over for next year's ride, that would be good.
The bridge was fantastic. Great idea.
The pursuit of excellence doesn't stop there. It's showcased through all the ways El Tour impacts the cyclists and the community.
It's really made a difference for many community members in terms of offering health and wellness, a sense of inclusiveness, and it's become a major part and thread of our community over these 32 years. So we're proud to be a sponsor of El Tour.
Every year, the event generates between $13 and $20 million in direct spending for the region on Ride Weekend alone. The estimated year-round economic impact is $50 to $60 million.
It's between $13 and $20 million just for that weekend alone. But that doesn't include also many other people that come throughout the year to train, to use Tucson because of our climb to Mount Lemmon or our great infrastructure to riding the bicycle. People coming here to buy supplies and products. Yesterday, I was with an individual came from Culiacan, Sinaloa to Tucson for some meetings and stopped at a local bike shop to buy, a few hundreds, a couple of thousands of dollars of equipment. That's new money coming to the community. So again, we're $13 to $20 million in one weekend, but we're seeing over $50 million more or less in cycling industry here in Tucson every year.
And the impact an event like El Tour has on the community's health and wellness cannot be understated.
Tucson Medical Center is committed to community health. It's more about just being healthy and investing in our community, investing in kids and families. And that's what community health means to us, is taking care of our community, making it healthy all around the spectrum. One of the reasons that we sponsor the Kids Ride is kids' health is very important to us. You can come over and see every kid that rides bike in Tucson is eligible for a free bike helmet. So if we can protect kids early on and teach them about taking care of their dome and their head and have some fun with that, then we've done our job taking care of kids here in Tucson.
We started the company 6 years ago here in Tucson as a local organization, and we've been very involved actively in the community ever since then. The El Tour being a large Tucson, marquee type of an event, we're all very keen on health and exercise, and it's a perfect venue for us to interface with the community.
We came up with this idea, 60, 50, 40. At 60 miles on our 50th birthday, which is mine, and raised $40,000, and we've met all those goals.
Through El Tour, millions of dollars are raised every year for local, national, and international charities such as Easter Seals, Rotary International, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and Susan G. Komen.
We can't express how thankful we are to be the main beneficiaries. So thank you so very much.
Together, 50 nonprofit organizations raised in excess of $16 million on Ride Day in 2015. Rotary International was responsible for over $14 million raised in 2015 to assist in the eradication of polio. Repeatedly recognized as one of the country's top cycling communities, Tucson and Pima County have changed their infrastructure to allow for more bicycle paths. This has raised the profile of the Tucson cycling community, letting more people share the path with Tucson Medical Center's El Tour de Tucson, presented by Casino del Sol Resort.
The El Tour has basically been one of the driving forces to get more bike facilities in the community. Basically gone from putting a bike paths along all of our roadways in Pima County to now separate facilities, and separate facilities are really recreational, and that's why we have all the bike paths and now the loop along the major river system within Pima County. The bike loop is really about 120 miles now of continuous paved pathways around the river systems of Pima County, and it is continuous in the sense that there aren't any cars that are going to be in your way, or you're not going to have to worry about being hit by a vehicle. The county has a very significant initiative regarding community health and wellness, and El Tour is part of that equation.
We are really excited to have city-county partnership on all the jurisdictions, the county investing in building a loop so we have the infrastructure to sell. It's great when we go and advertise and promote something outside of Tucson, and we know we have a product. We know that we really own that space, that we're really a great cycling mecca for people all over the United States. Everyone is riding for a different reason, and they're creating their own stories. For us in Tucson, it's being yourself, freeing yourself, especially someone coming from LA, New York, that I'm pretty sure riding your bike is going to be more of an extreme sport. Here they can come and really enjoy themselves and enjoy the beauty of our community.
Community Partnership Care Coordination offers prompt behavioral health care for children and adults. Our treatment is designed to engage our clients, improve their health, and inspire hope. Our clinical team can assist you with any behavioral health need, including major mental health issues. Quick appointments are available. Call 520-901-4800. Community Partnership Care Coordination, a subsidiary of Community Partners. New name, new services, same community mission.
Anyone whose path has led to El Tour will tell you it's tough. But each of them will give you a different reason, whether a cyclist is a top-tier competitor or one of the physically challenged riders that participates every year.
Yeah, I just want to finish it, Can't challenge, see if I can do it, it's the first time. And
cycling in general brings out a little bit of toughness in everybody. So yeah, you're out there in the weather, you're out there against the hills, and regardless of anybody else and what they're doing, you sort of have to get a little tough with yourself sometimes.
Some will say it's the training, but getting to the start line is the hardest part and the biggest accomplishment. For them, crossing the finish line is an added bonus, just the icing on the cake. But the path isn't the only tough part of El Tour. Every cyclist out there embodies the toughness of spirit required to make it out there on the route, including 2015 dedication recipients, former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords and her husband, Captain Mark Keller. They're all out there, finishing the event, and it's tough. It's tough for the cyclist that finishes first, and for the cyclist that finishes in 11 hours.
Give him a nice hand!
She's the better cyclist because I've been doing this long enough where it's easy for me, it's hard for her, so when it's hard for you, you have to put more into it.
Whether it's the training, hardships that happen on the way to the start line, or the rolling hills of the course, the path of El Tour is tough. But the toughest part of El Tour is having the determination to see it through. And that toughness is part of what makes Tucson Medical Center's El Tour de Tucson, presented by Casino del Sol Resort, so special.
You better ride before you get here.
I chose TMC because of the opportunity for career growth.
It's not a job, it's a profession, it's a career.
It's my passion, it's in me. I've always wanted to take care of people, and I think you need that, especially as a nurse.
I love taking care of people.
It was always a passion of mine.
The experience at Tucson Medical Center has been amazing. I have had growth professionally and personally.
I started here 18 years ago, and I'm still here.
I still love it, just as much as I did the first day.
Your path, your story. Every single person involved with El Tour has a story. 2,000 volunteers, 9,000 cyclists, hundreds of supporting businesses, dozens of benefiting organizations, tens of thousands of contributors and spectators, they all have their own story.
We're riding for a cycling merit badge for our troop.
Looking forward to riding with my teammates and having a blast and being on the podium at the end.
Today, my family and I are going to ride the fun ride, and then we're going to go up to the 40-mile bike race because we're helping out with Junior El Tour, which is a program that takes kids ages 10 to 12, gives them a bike, teaches them to ride, and then they're all going to ride in the tour together and make it through to this finish line at 4:30 this afternoon.
One of the common threads to all of these individual El Tour stories is that they encompass so much more than one person. It's your path and your story, and it's our event.
To me, it means what excites me to get up every day and what enthuses me and what type of energy I like to share with everyone else.
El Tour doesn't happen without the businesses. It doesn't happen without the cyclists and volunteers. It may take a village to raise a child, but it takes an entire community to produce a national bicycling event that benefits people of all ages and abilities.
El Tour brings a lot of tourists to Tucson every year, and every time a lot of tourists come to Tucson, that benefits our business. But we also benefit because our team members are involved. This last year, we had about 140 team members between the tribe and the casino who rode in the tour. And those are people who probably 2 or 3 years ago never pictured themselves on a bicycle for 4 hours.
We get folks from all of our operations to come out and hand out bananas and food and water and do everything we can so that the El Tour is successful.
Tucson Medical Center is the title sponsor. This is our first year that we're the title sponsor for the 33rd annual El Tour.
We actually sponsor the downtown fiesta and the main start-finish line.
It's our way to support outdoor recreation and a lot of the charities that El Tour supports.
El Tour's focus is on inclusion. Whether you're an expert rider or you're a family, it truly is open and available to all people in the community. Community Partners aligns with that mission. We too have a focus on offering accessible and inclusive services, and we want to give back to the community.
It's my first time. I'm from Denver, Colorado. It's been awesome. The volunteers and the support at the aid station have just been incredible. So it's been a beautiful ride.
Part of Mariachi Aslan, and we're here to support all the bikers that are, riding in Tour de Tucson.
It's been really cool about it. They actually would stop and take pictures and record us and throw gritos with us. So it was really cool.
The mariachis were great. It's really uplifting when you see something like that.
Well, El Tour is just
so signature Tucson.
Our story with El Tours, I mean, we're a locally based company, very rooted in the Tucson community, and cycling is becoming more and more a part of the Tucson community, and we really wanted to become a part of that.
Well, it means employment for people with developmental disabilities. They get to be a part of the community, and they get to feel like they belong in the community.
We have been given the wonderful opportunity to be the main beneficiary, so that means for every rider or a registered cyclist in the main event, we receive a portion of their registration.
Yeah, every one of our volunteers, there's a love or a passion for, a particular part of the community as a whole, and this is kind of how we express it. Everybody likes to, give a little to the community, give a little more love, just to show people, what a great community we live in, and thanks for, just doing whatever you can.
It doesn't happen without Pima County, the city of Tucson, the other municipalities, 50 beneficiaries, hundreds of sponsors, and thousands of volunteers and cyclists. And it doesn't happen without the support of the motorists. On ride day, traffic is stopped all over the city, but the drivers accept it, and El Tour becomes their event as well.
It's a lot of fun, safe cycling fitness, and it's available for all ages.
It's just kind of fun to be with your friends and just kind of having fun.
It's a feeling of accomplishment, the fact that you've done something. And it's fun to ride with, thousands of other people.
Plaza Arboleda Conference Center is a great value for small and medium-sized groups and events. With room for up to 250, our renovated conference center offers top-notch customer service, catering, and AV. Our pricing is very competitive, including nonprofit rates, with easy access in Midtown Tucson and North Dodge near Grant. Call Plaza Arboleda at 520-618-8842, a subsidiary of Community Partners.
Whatever a person's path to El Tour may be, one thing is for certain: it doesn't happen without a lot of love. Complete strangers cheering on cyclists as they cross the finish line, riders of all ages smiling ear to ear with a profound sense of accomplishment, all of them in love with the experience.
And every year, I don't know whether I can do it again. Each year I say it's got to be the last year I can do it, But I don't know till I try it, and it went well for me.
Whatever the road has been for them, everything has led to the moment when they cross the finish line, and they get there because of love. A love for the event, a love for themselves, and those who matter most in their lives.
This is so awesome! Yay! It was so fun!
How do you guys think when you have it now?
Well, I'm from Tucson, but I live in California. And I always wanted to try it. I'm doing the 11-mile ride.
The 11-mile ride? And how would you describe that 11-mile ride in one word?
It should be fun.
She loves it. It's an experience that's so different from any other activity or club or sport that she's participated in. So she really likes cycling and has grown to love it.
Well, this is probably about my fourth ride. Yeah.
This is my first El Tour.
First time I rode a lot of Colorado rides, and this is by far one of the best.
There's a bunch of cyclists that all seem really cool and happy to be here.
All the way from Kansas. It's been awesome. Beautiful weather.
How's your ride going so far?
Absolutely fabulous. My 11th year. Thank you.
Swimming hurt, walking hurt, getting out of bed hurt, everything hurt. And it was a year ago, he had said, I just want to let you know, you're going to need a hip replacement. If you want to go to the best, you need to go see Tucson Medical Center. It's a top-notch facility, great medical center, great surgeons, and the pain goes away and you can have your life back. Anything you want to do, you can do. I did an Ironman 6.5 months after total left hip replacement. I wasn't going to stop.
There's a lot of words, and a lot of them are along with the love and the community and the sense of pride and membership. I mean, there's just a lot of words.
Accomplishment.
Spectacular.
Fitness.
Fun. Good times.
Fantastic.
Fascinating.
A great excitement, and it's great for the community.
Community, definitely community. It's a terrific event that brings people from all walks of life together into one big cycling community in Tucson.
Living life to the fullest, can't live in fear, get back after it and enjoy it. And being here at El Tour de Tucson, being part of this is a tremendous honor, and it's what Tucson is all about.
You know, you gain so much more from doing the ride, definitely.
It really was just that sense of achievement, you know? It's been one of those things that's been on my list of things to do, and that sense of accomplishment, you know, getting it done was awesome feeling. So.
Fast, awesome, and a little bit challenging.
We have made new friends, new relationships.
It really has taken my love of riding my bike to the next level.
One rider today actually said he'd been thinking about our booth for, like he said, the past 78 miles or something like that, which was pretty cool. And that's sort of the energy that kind of we build off of, and that's why we come out here every year.
Community Partners offers an array of services and businesses to the community. We provide clinical service, behavioral health, through our outpatient clinic known as Community Partnership Care Coordination, which focuses on the delivery of behavioral health care services. But we also offer services including a conference center, catering services, as well as offering housing programs, affordable housing to the community. In addition, we now have a foundation that will be offering and supporting anti-stigma programs in relation to behavioral health. El Tour offers support to our organization through allowing us to be a sponsor, to give us the ability to share with the community the types of services that we can provide, and to allow us to provide new information on the type of rebranding and programs that we now have available. So thank you, El Tour.
A cycling experience, a fundraising event, a personal and communal challenge to improve physical and mental health, El Tour is all of these things and so much more. For the people whose lives it touches, the thousands of cyclists and spectators, and those served by the dozens of charitable organizations benefiting from the ride, El Tour is integral to their well-being. It's been more than 30 years since those initial cyclists lined up to begin this incredible journey, a journey that culminates every year with thousands of us crossing paths and sharing the stories that create the one and only El Tour de Tucson.